Welcome in, Wiffle Ball fans, to a beautiful but rainy Silver Stadium here. We've got a great one here between the Bandits and the Mambas. Let's take a peek and see how both teams got here. Both teams come in with one loss in this double elimination tournament. The Mambas take a loss to the Titans, while the Bandits lost to DeClaw in the first round. Winner of this one will move on to play DeClaw, and the loser will tie for fifth with Who Dat after they lost to DeClaw. But for now, we've got Garrett Murray leading off for the Bandits. Currently worked himself into a full count. And Ogden's going to airmail that one and put him aboard. Next up for the Bandits is Matt Taylor, starting pitcher, leading the team with a .250 average, but still looking for that first home run here. You'll see him out on the mound once the Mambas get 3 outs here. Matt will have to go up against a familiar name here, as Matt Ogden is on the mound for the Mambas. You can see on the screen he's got a 4.5 ERA in 4 innings pitched. He's also been plagued by the walks, as you saw with the first at bat, giving up one to Garrett Murray. He's got 6 walks compared to his 9 strikeouts on the year, but he's hoping to limit the Bandits' damage here so the Mambas can move on. However, that's not going to do it. 2 airmails right over the net there behind the plate, and that'll bring Leah Taylor up with a chance to bring in a run with a runner in scoring position. She swings through that one, still looking for her first hit of the year, but she has been an on-base machine helping the Bandits make the playoffs. Oh, as Matt Ogden bites the corner to sneak one in on her. And Lee's going to hit one out in center field, and it'll get under the wall for a ground rule double. Score a run, give Leah her first hit in FLT history, and she'll get to go home with an RBI, bringing Garrett Murray to the plate with 2 runners in scoring position here. And I guess that was too much for Kyler Stork, as he's going to pull Matt Ogden out of the game. Kyler's going to come in to pitch here, 2 on, no out. In 4.2 innings pitched, Kyler has a team-leading 3.86 ERA. He's hoping to lower that and leave those runners on second and third stranded. Matt Ogden's going to be responsible for those runners. It looks like Stork is ready, and his first batter will be a date with Garrett Murray here, righty-righty matchup. Oh, as he gets Murray on the rise ball, Stork throws a fastball riser there in a screwball that will cross your feet up and make you swing at some pitches. Garrett's going to pop one foul. Effort by Stork, but it's going to fall. One thing the Bandits are going to have to try to do this game is manage the tempo. Kyler Stork, by far fastest pitcher in the FLT, gets him off one after one, as he'll get Murray swinging there, who wants to throw the bat, but he'll respect the house and not throw it. Matt Taylor's going to send one down the first base line. Lenz is going to quickly try to get it to Stork. Will not be in time, and now will score another run for the Bandits. 2-0, runners on the corner. Leah Taylor hoping to get her second career hit here and score that runner on third. She's going to send it right back to Stork, who's going to look back the runner to third. But great base running there by Matt Taylor to advance, as no one was covering second. Murray's going to send one. Ogden. Stork, third out of the inning. The Bandits only plate 2 here in the first, but they're hoping that's enough to keep their guy, Matt Taylor, in the win column. Mamba's tough offense coming up here in the bottom of the first. As I mentioned earlier, Matt Taylor's going to be the starting pitcher here for the Bandits. He was their guy in pool play, picking up their only win, although he's got a large 24 ERA, and in 1 inning pitched, he gave up 11 walks. Only good news is he's still yet to give up a hit this season, so hopefully he can keep that against this tough Mambas offense. But he's going to get Stork to foul that one off, I guess, make it a 2-1 count. Speaking of Stork, he's the leadoff hitter and the relief pitcher for the Mambas. However, he's not had the year he's wanted with that 190 batting average and only 2 home runs. Although he's trying to turn that around there, takes a walk, raise that on base percentage, and get the tying run to the plate, which will be Matt Ogden. Matt started the game as pitcher, but his captain relegated him to the outfield. Although Matt has been the guy at the plate this year, leading the team with a .231 average. Didn't have the best start in pool play, but man, he's picked it up since the playoffs have begun. He's also going to raise that on-base percentage, taking a walk, bringing Brett the Bomber to the plate. Brett has not had the career year he has been looking for, but he has been drawing walks, hopping aboard bases. But that 125 batting average is something he's looking to get up. As Lenz will lay off that one. He's got one of the best eyes in the league. And must be a thing about walking people above the strike zone as we get another one of those. Lenz will win the lefty-lefty matchup and load up the bases for Kyler Stork, who has one thing on his mind when he comes to the plate: bases loaded, no outs. Oh, that one's going to sting. Kyler wanted to take 4 RBIs home with him, but he'll have to just take 1 and a bruise. That'll bring Matt Ogden to the plate. Same situation, bases loaded, no outs, although his team's within 1 now. And because of the situation, it looks like Garrett Murray's going to take Matt Taylor out of the game and put himself in. There is some good news, though, for the Bandits in this one. Garrett has been their guy out of the pen. He hasn't started a game yet this year, but in his team's 7 innings, he has pitched 6 of them, and he's maintained a 3 ERA while doing that, which is pretty good. He gives up 2.83 walks or hits per inning, and a lot of that is fed by his 12 walks. Although he's got 8 Ks, and he's hoping to grow that number here, but first he's got a date with Matt Ogden, bases loaded, no outs. And that'll tie it up. Charge that run to Matt Taylor. But Garrett's going to walk in another run and add to his total. Brett Lenz is coming up. Same situation, except this time it's tied. And Brett is tired of walking. He's going to send that one deep and put a huge dent into the scoreboard. Make it 6-2 Mambas as the Snakes are slithering at the plate. Mambas very excited about their guy's home run, while the Bandits looking for some solutions out there on the mound. It's a new inning for them. No outs, bases cleared, but this one's 6-2 in favor of the Mambas. Here comes the pitch from Murray. And that one is deep with the bat flip. I always knew Kyler Stork's favorite artist was Drake, as he takes that one back-to-back off Lenz's grand slam. That one's just going to add 1, but it's going to make it a 5-run game, 7-2, as Murray's getting some practice here while Stork's rounding the bases. Here comes the pitch from Murray. And Matt Ogden want to make it 3 in a row. Oh, great play by Matt Taylor on the grounder up the middle to get it back to his pitcher. That'll be a much-needed first out of the inning for the Bandits. 1 out here, bottom of the first. And that one's going to hit just high. Brett Lenz wearing the 33 Kyler Stork jersey. Must have forgot his at home. And coming up is another 33, Kyler Stork. Oh, as Garrett there with a little filthy action with that one. Gets Kyler to swing out of his shoes there for the second out. Matt Ogden send one right back to Garrett Murray. Gets 3 of the last 4 batters out to end that one. It's going to be 7-2 heading to the second inning. Mambas with that Brett Lenz grand slam. Killed them there. But the Bandits are hoping to bring their offense back to the plate and get it started. Three 3-1 pitch here to Matt Taylor. And Kyler hung that one. Watch out, that car in the driveway. As Matt almost hits it that far. Take your time, Matt. It's going to take them a while to get that ball out. And the Bandits have some life as Matt Taylor gets his first career FLT home run. Congrats to Matt. He'll never forget that one. Leah Taylor's got a full count. And she'll chop one. Stork gets it. Tries to throw it around the infield. It'll land between his two fielders, who will do it for him, but it doesn't matter. It's an out no matter what. Pitch from Stork to Murray. Strike 3 on the low ball. Garrett not happy about that one, but you can't blame him. Matt Taylor causing some trouble. Make it double. That's going to be his second home run in just as many plate appearances this inning. 7-4 as the Bandits inch closer and closer to the Mambas, who thought they slithered away with it earlier. Once Matt Taylor rounds the bases, it'll bring his sister Leah Taylor to the plate, as Kyler Stork's got to try to shut down this Bandits offense and stay in the win column. That's not going to work, as Leah watches that one, walks down to first base, and will be a 2-out base runner here for Murray. That's deep. Ogden, wall, out of here. Garrett wants to join the home run party. He'll hit one of his own, which will bring in 2 runs to bring his team within 1, as Kyler Stork has been throwing some meatballs that the Bandits have been taking advantage of this inning. And not the guy he wants to see coming up to the plate. It'll be Matt Taylor up with 2 outs. Taylor's found himself in a 2-0 count. Swings. High. Deep. Ogden at the wall. Oh, it's going to fall back in play, as I think Ogden brought that one back in. It'll be a hit, but a single is a lot better for the Mambas than a home run. Leah's going to snipe one right at the camera. Going to find its way under the wall, and her second career FLT hit will also be her second ground rule double of the game, as Garrett Murray will come up to the plate trying to go back-to-back like Matt Taylor did earlier. Here comes the pitch. And ball 4, load 'em up. Bases loaded, 2 outs for Matt Taylor. Matt takes ball 4, tie this game up. 7-7 here in the top of the second. Leah Taylor coming up, trying to not strand those runners. She'll hit a chopper right back to Stork, just what he needed. End this half of the inning, take us to the bottom of the second, where it's a tie game, although the Mambas got 3 more outs to play with, and they're going to try to put some runs up here in the bottom of the second. Brett Lenz, the leadoff man at the plate. Takes one inside, ball 4, winning that lefty-lefty matchup, bringing Kyler Stork to the plate, who's got 2 bats. Stork hits a chopper. Garrett gets it, wants to throw to second, but no one is home as Lenz smartly advances there on the grounder right back to the pitcher. Matt Ogden sees that one's going to go wide, so he'll start walking to first base. Put him first and second here for Brett Lenz. Murray here to Lenz, the lefty-lefty matchup. Oh, just tie, as that will load up the bases here with 1 out for the dangerous power hitter, Kyler Stork. Kyler sends it deep. Forget about that one. Tally 4 more as the Mambas hit their second grand slam of the game. It'll make it 11-7 here as Kyler slithers around the bases and puts himself back in the win column as the Bandits here taking a moment to talk it over, seeing what they're going to do moving forward after giving up that moonshot. And it's going to be down the line. Taylor can't find it. And Ogden is going to reach there, call it a hit as it kind of pinballed there on the outfield wall. Brett Lenz digging in here. Comes the pitch from Murray. And ball for Lenz. The on-base machine gets on base again. Make it first and second. And Murray gets Kyler Stork for his second strikeout of the game. Kyler tried to crush that one, but Murray kind of pulled the string on him there. Matt Ogden up with 2 outs. And back-to-back strikeouts. Murray's found his rhythm. May have been too late, though. 11-7 heading into the third inning. Bandits need 4 to stay alive, 5 to take the lead. We'll see if they can do it here in the top of inning number 3. Garrett Murray's going to lead off this inning for his team. He's going to pull one down the left field line. Ogden. Stork! And he beats it out. He'll be safe there on the great hustle. He's practically out to the road as put the leadoff man on. Stork to Taylor. He pops it up, sends it deep, but Ogden's right under it to catch it and hold him at first base here. 1 on and 1 out. As Leah's going to swing through what would have been the third strike no matter what, and that'll make it 2 outs, and unfortunately the tying run is in the hole, so Garrett Murray's just trying to get on base here and keep that offense going. Here comes the first pitch of the AB. It's going to be a ball taken inside by Murray. And he's going to send one. Ogden. Stork. Ball game. Mambas take this one 11-7. Closer than they wanted, but the Bandits' bats got hot at the right time. Unfortunately, not enough as the Bandits will get bounced from the tournament. The Mambas, however, will advance in the loser's bracket to play DeClaw. Only one team can advance from that one, so it will be a competitive one, and it's our next game here on FLTV, so be sure to tune in. But for now, I'm going to send it down to Adam Willie, who's with Garrett Murray of the Bandits, and our player of the game from the Mambas.
We're back here at FLTV with Garrett Murray of the Bandits. Garrett, tough loss as you guys are eliminated from bracket play. What do you think about your season, and how do you think you guys performed in the tournament?
I'd give us a B+, you know. We didn't quite make it this year, that's why I didn't give us the A, but, you know, we fought hard. Pitching was a struggle, especially day one. And today we had the hot bat, but, you know, it just wasn't enough.
Now, Matt on your team, I think it was 2 home runs there in the top of the second there.
Yes, he did.
What did you think of his performance today and throughout the tournament?
Flawless, honestly, you know. He had the hot bat today, he led us in RBIs, runs batted in. Couldn't ask for more. Great teammate, great person.
And looking at the stats, Leah, she led the team in walks, I'd say.
And hit pitches, yes.
And hit pitches. How would you say she performed in this year's tournament?
As always, she was flawless, you know. All of us struggled pitching. She really stepped in to get us on base. You know, Matt and I batted her in. She had a lot of ground rule doubles, helped the team. And it wasn't enough, but that's all right. We killed the team.
right, thanks, Garrett. Good job in this year's tournament, and hopefully we'll see you back next year.
We'll do.
And we are here now with the player of the game, Kyler Stork of the Mambas. Kyler, how did you feel about today's game?
I don't know. I was just trying to have fun. That's all I got for you.
That's all that matters, right? That's what the FLT is about, is having fun, right?
Absolutely. It starts with an F, so FLT, for fun.
Exactly. Now, you're sporting here the Lower Marion 33 Kobe Bryant jersey. What was that for in this game?
Well, you know, it's very tragic what happened to this family. So, Kobe was a champion, and I've never won a championship. So, if I have Kobe with me, he gives me an advantage. So, I'm just going for him, and we'll see if the Mambas can get their first championship.
All right, thank you, Kyler. This has been player of the game. Kyler Stork. This is Adam from FLTV signing off.